Donald Trump woke up on Wednesday morning, as he typically does every morning, in a very bad mood. And because he is essentially suffering from most likely arrested development, and he has not learned at 79 years old how to control and regulate his emotions, he decided to let the entire world know that he's in a really bad mood, right? The toddler in chief cannot figure out how to, contain himself. So he did what he always does, and he had a very angry outburst on Truth Social. And this is one of my favorite types of outbursts that he has. Every now and then you get something from Donald Trump where he's accidentally honest. And this post is one of those times because he admitted that he hires people that he thinks are, quote, very dumb losers. And to be honest, I couldn't agree with you more on that. But here is what Donald Trump had to say. Very unfair media is at work on my meeting with Putin, constantly quoting fired losers and really dumb people, like John Bolton, who just said that even though the meeting is on American soil, Putin is already run. What's that all about? We're winning on everything. The fake news is working overtime. No tax on overtime. If I got Moscow and Leningrad free as part of the deal with Russia, the fake news would say that I made a bad deal. But now they've been caught. Look at all the real news that's coming out about their corruption. They are sick and dishonest people who probably hate our country, but it doesn't matter because we are winning on everything. MAGA. I love how you're like, they've been caught on corruption. We're winning on everything. Just vague statements that mean nothing that you can't provide a single example to back up. We're not winning on we're not winning on anything. And we're sure as hell not winning on the issue of Russia and Ukraine. You are, in fact, losing on that. John Bolton is right. Yes, he's really dumb. Yes, he's a loser. But he's right about that. But you also hired that really dumb loser to be your national security advisor during your first term in office. So if he is, as you say, a really dumb loser, what does that say about the guy that hired him and kept him around for years? Right? I would think that if somebody hires a really dumb loser, then that person doing the hiring is probably an even dumber and bigger loser. Right? I mean, you told us only the best people, and here you are admitting, look, I hire really dumb people. They're all losers. And again, that really could apply to pretty much every single person that ever worked with you in any kind of advisor role or a cabinet position. Right? Like, you just run through the list of people that have worked for Donald Trump in the White House, and they all seem to be very dumb losers, of course. With the exception, obviously, of Omarosa. She is very intelligent, got away from him. But everybody else, actually really dumb losers, as Donald Trump says. I mean, look at it. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, Pete Hegseth, Marco Rubio, go back to the first administration. I mean, Ben Carson, I think he used to be a brilliant surgeon, but obviously his mind kind of decided to leave him. Betsy DeVos, all of the people that Donald Trump routinely surrounded himself with, just really dumb losers, to use Donald Trump's own words. But here is what Bolton said, by the way, about this meeting with Putin that is supposed to be taking place tomorrow in Alaska. And I love how Trump points out in his post, he's like, it's taking place on U.S. soil. You literally told reporters Monday you were traveling to Russia for the meeting. So you didn't even know it was on U.S. soil. Like, you literally just learned that. But here's what Bolton said. Putin has already won. He is the leader of a rogue state, and he'll get a picture on U.S. soil with the president of the United States. Trump wants a deal, and if he can't get one now, he may walk away from it entirely. Putin kept pushing Trump and eventually went further than Trump was willing to be pushed. He got mad, so Putin gave him this summit. Now he wants to work his KGB magic on Trump and get him back in line. And as much as I hate John Bolton, as much as Bolton is one of the worst war hawks we have ever seen in any administration, he is correct. Putin more than anyone else on the planet, knows how to manipulate Donald Trump and get exactly what he wants. And that's what's going to happen from this. Putin is going to play Donald Trump like a fiddle, and Trump's going to walk away with a pat on the back thinking that he won everything, when in reality, he's probably giving up everything so Russia can go take the rest of Ukraine. That's what's going to happen. Trump already came out this week and suggested that Ukraine needs to go ahead and cede some of its territory to Russia. So yes, Putin is winning, unfortunately. And he's able to win because Donald Trump is so easily manipulable by people like Putin. With the ever-changing world of politics, I have to be sharp, focused, and of course, on top of my game, not just to keep up with the news, but to also keep up with everyone else in this very crowded industry. And sometimes maintaining my focus can be difficult when things get a little overwhelming, and that's why I've partnered with Brain FM. Brain FM has task-specific focus modes like deep work, creative, and motivation to meet your exact needs. There's also ADHD mode specifically made for ADHD brains. Brain FM is the only music company supported by a National Science Foundation grant award to improve people's focus. Brain FM recently published a study in the Nature journal Communications Biology showing that their patented music technology increases activity in attentional networks, doubles neural synchrony at brainwave frequencies associated with focus, and improves attentional task performance in people with ADHD symptomatology. Brain FM's mission is to help people around the world with a simple and accessible tool that supports focus, especially for those who need it the most. Unlock your brain's full potential free for 30 days by going to brain.fm/Farron. That's brain.fm/Farron for 30 days free.